Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Today, I want to speak to you about something that has confused millions of people around the world. Something that has destroyed lives, built empires, broken families, but also lifted generations. It is the difference between wealth, riches, and success. Because listen carefully, you can be rich and still be poor. You can have money, but still lack wealth. You can have both riches and wealth, and still never be successful. And until you understand this difference, you may spend your whole life chasing shadows, instead of building substance. So let us begin this journey together. Friends, in this speech, we shall cover 6 sections. Section 1, defining the terms. Riches, wealth and success. Section 2, the danger of chasing riches. Section 3, how to truly be rich, wealthy, and successful. We are going to unveil 6 steps here. Section 4, the path to true wealth, which are identity, purpose, value creation, discipline, relationships, legacy. Section 5, real life and biblical examples of wealth, riches, and true success. Section 6, a direct word to you. And finally, you are built for success. I want you to sit back, but also lean in with your heart, because this message can completely transform the way you see life, money, purpose, and your destiny. The answers will come in 6 powerful sections. Don't miss section 3 and 4. It's the heart of the message. Section 1. Defining the terms riches, wealth and success. 1. Riches. Riches are visible. They shine in cars, houses, expensive clothes, jewelry, bank balances. Riches are about how much money you have at this moment. But here's the truth, riches are temporary. Riches are fragile. That's why somebody can win the lottery and lose everything in 5 years. That's why many celebrities, after earning millions, die broke and forgotten. Riches give you comfort, but they don't guarantee stability. 2. Wealth. Wealth is invisible before it is visible. Wealth is not about how much money you have today, but about how long it can sustain you, your children, and generations after you. Wealth is about assets, ownership, investments, systems, wisdom, and legacy. A wealthy man does not only live rich, he builds structures that keep producing money even when he is asleep, even when he is gone. The Bible says, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. That's not riches, that's wealth. 3. Success. Success is not about money at all. Success is the fulfillment of purpose. It is living the life you were born to live, doing what you were sent here to do, and leaving the earth better than you found it. You can be rich and still be miserable. You can be wealthy and still die empty. But you cannot be successful and unfulfilled. Success is peace. Success is joy. Success is impact. Success is finishing your race and hearing the words, "Well done." Section 2. The danger of chasing riches. My friend, let me talk to you heart to heart. There is a very thin line between wanting to do well in life and chasing riches blindly. And if you don't understand that difference, you might destroy your own future with your own hands. The Bible says in Proverbs 23 verse 4, do not wear yourself out to get rich, do not trust your own cleverness. Why? Because chasing riches without wisdom is like chasing the wind. You run hard, you sweat, you stretch your hands, but when you think you have caught something, you open your hands and realize it's empty. Riches, on their own, are deceptive. Riches can buy you a house, but not a home. Riches can buy you a bed, but not sleep. Riches can buy you entertainment, but not joy. Riches can put expensive clothes on your back, but they cannot cover the emptiness in your soul. That's why so many people who chase money end up with tears, broken families, and regrets. Look around you. How many men and women have sacrificed their peace, their health, their families, their relationship with God, just to make it? They wake up every morning chasing after quick money, and yes, some of them get it. But what happens after? They can't even enjoy it. They can't rest. They can't trust anyone. They live in fear of losing it, because the way they got it was not built on wisdom, purpose, and value. It was built on greed, shortcuts, and selfish ambition. Let me tell you this, riches without wisdom are like fire in the hands of a child. It will burn you. It will destroy the very thing you were trying to build. Chasing riches makes you a slave to money. You will never feel enough. You will keep wanting more, and more, and more. And the sad thing is, you might have millions in the bank, but still feel poor inside, still feel empty, still feel like something is missing. Hear me well. Don't chase riches. Chase purpose. Don't chase money. Chase value. When you become a person of purpose, when you commit to solving problems, when you build character and add value to people's lives, riches will come. Wealth will follow. And you will not just have money in your bank account, you will have peace in your soul. That's why 1 Timothy 6 verses 9 to 10 warns us, those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Money itself is not evil. But the love of money, the obsession with money, the blind chase of riches, that is where the danger lies. So let me ask you today, are you chasing riches, or are you building wealth? Are you running after money, or are you building value? Are you exhausting yourself for temporary gain, or are you laying a foundation that will bless generations after you? Because if all you want is to be rich in the eyes of men, you may end up poor in the eyes of God. But if you build wealth the right way, through wisdom, purpose, and service, you will have not only money, but joy, peace, impact, and a lasting legacy. Don't just chase money. Learn how to attract it, manage it, multiply it, and align it with purpose. That is how to be truly rich. Section 3. How to truly be rich, wealthy, and successful. Step 1. Renew your mindset about money. My friend, before we talk about money in your hands, let's talk about money in your mind. Because here's the truth. Your mind is your first bank account. If your mindset about money is wrong, your relationship with money will always be wrong. Too many of us grew up hearing things like, money is evil, or rich people are wicked, or if you want to serve God, you must be poor. But let's set the record straight, the Bible never said money is evil. It says, the love of money is the root of all evil. 1 Timothy 6 verse 10. Money itself is neutral, it takes the shape of the heart holding it. In the hands of a wicked man, it becomes a weapon. In the hands of a godly man, it becomes a blessing. If you believe money is bad, you will subconsciously repel it. You'll sabotage opportunities. You'll waste resources. But if you see money as a tool from God to bless you and others, you will attract it, multiply it, and use it wisely. Hear me, before your wallet changes, your mindset must change. Step 2. Build multiple streams of income. Let me speak this truth. One income is too close to zero. If the only money you make comes from your salary, you're walking on thin ice. Because if that job goes, everything goes. Wealthy people don't just work for money, they build systems that work for them. Look around you. The farmer plants today and keeps harvesting every season. The landlord builds a house once but keeps receiving rent every year. The writer publishes a book once but keeps earning royalties for life. That's what it means to build multiple streams of income. Ask yourself, how can I create something today that will keep paying me tomorrow? Don't just chase a paycheck. Build assets. Build businesses. Invest in land, skills, digital platforms, ideas that will keep feeding you when your strength is gone. That's the difference between being rich today and being wealthy forever. Step 3. Practice financial discipline. Listen to me, this is where many fail. It's not how much you make. It's how much you manage. Some people earn little but build wealth. Others earn millions but stay broke. Why? Because money without discipline is like water poured into a basket, it leaks away. You must master the art of delayed gratification. Don't spend to impress people who don't care. Don't buy a car today that will starve you tomorrow. Don't eat your future today. Set rules for your money. Save first, spend later. Invest before you show off. Live below your means today so you can live above average tomorrow. Remember this, discipline creates freedom. Every dollar you save, every investment you make, is your servant working for your future. If you can control your appetite, you can control your destiny. Step 4. Create value. My friend, money follows value. People don't really pay for time, they pay for solutions. The richest people in the world today are not the ones who chased money, but the ones who solved problems. Jeff Bezos created Amazon to solve the problem of convenience. Elon Musk created Tesla to solve the problem of sustainable energy. Bill Gates built Microsoft to make computers easy for everyone. You want money? Stop asking, how can I make more money? Instead, ask, what problem can I solve for others? The bigger the problem you solve, the more wealth flows your way. Don't chase money. Chase value. When you become valuable, people will look for you. Companies will pay you. Nations will reward you. Value is the magnet that pulls money into your life. Step 5. Build people and legacy. Hear me, true wealth is not measured by what you keep. It's measured by what you give and who you build. You are not truly wealthy until your money outlives you. A rich man buys toys. A wealthy man builds people. A successful man raises generations. Think about it. What's the use of having millions if your children are broken, your community is suffering, and your name dies with you? Wealth is legacy. Legacy is when your fingerprints remain even when your body is gone. The Bible says, "A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children," Proverbs 13 verse 22. Not just money, but wisdom, principles, opportunities, and impact. Who are you building? Who will say, "Because of you, my life is better"? That's the question that defines true wealth. Step 6. Balance with purpose. Now, let me touch the deepest point. Because what use is riches without peace? What use is wealth without joy? You can have billions and still cry yourself to sleep. You can build empires and still feel empty. You can succeed in the eyes of men and fail in the eyes of God. True success is when your wealth aligns with your divine purpose. True success is peace, joy, health, fulfillment, and eternal impact. Hear this truth: riches make you comfortable. Wealth makes you powerful. But only success makes you fulfilled. Anchor your money in God. Ask Him, "Why have you blessed me? What should I do with this wealth?" Because money without purpose becomes poison. When your money serves your mission, you will never be empty. So here it is, my friend. Renew your mind. Build multiple streams. Discipline yourself. Create value. Build people and legacy. Balance it all with purpose. That is how you become not just rich, but wealthy. Not just wealthy, but truly successful. Because in the end, riches may fade, wealth may be inherited, but success is eternal. Section 4. Now let's talk about the path to true wealth. The path to true wealth. Listen carefully. If the danger of chasing riches is emptiness, then the blessing of pursuing true wealth is fulfillment. True wealth is not measured in the cars in your garage, the designer clothes in your wardrobe, or the digits in your bank account. Those things are good, but they are not the foundation. True wealth begins inside before it manifests outside. The first path to true wealth is identity. Who are you when no one is watching? Who are you when you strip away the titles, the money, the applause? Until you know your identity, riches will always be a mask covering emptiness. Wealth is not what you carry in your hand, it's what you carry in your heart. The second path to true wealth is purpose. Riches are about accumulation, but wealth is about assignment. Why are you here on earth? Why has God placed you in this generation? Purpose gives your wealth direction. Without purpose, you will spend your life buying things you don't need to impress people who don't care. But when you discover your purpose, money becomes a servant, not a master. The third path is value creation. Hear me well, money flows to value. If you want true wealth, stop chasing money and start creating value. Solve problems. Meet needs. Heal pain. The more people you serve, the more streams will open in your life. Bill Gates didn't chase billions. He solved the problem of making computers accessible. Elon Musk didn't chase fame, he solved the problem of energy and transport. Your wealth is tied to the problem you are willing to solve. The fourth path is discipline. This is where many people fail. They pray for millions but cannot manage hundreds. They ask for abundance but squander little. Wealth requires stewardship. Can you manage, multiply, and protect what you have? The Bible says, "He who is faithful in little will be faithful in much." If you can't save from $10,000, you won't save when you make $10 million. The fifth path is relationships. Wealth is not built in isolation. Look around you. The most successful people are surrounded by the right people. True wealth is multiplied through networks, mentorship, partnerships, and community. If your circle is filled with complainers and consumers, your wealth will dry up. But if your circle is filled with builders and dreamers, you will rise together. The sixth path is legacy. The greatest mark of wealth is not what you gather, but what you leave behind. Riches die with the owner, but wealth outlives you. Legacy is when your children, your community, or even a stranger says, "Because of this person, my life changed." That is wealth no recession can destroy. Final thought to the audience. So, my friend, do not waste your life chasing riches that fade. Instead, walk the path of true wealth, identity, purpose, value, discipline, relationships, and legacy. That is how you move from survival to significance, from money to meaning, from being rich to being truly wealthy. Section 4. Are real-life and biblical examples of wealth, riches, and true success. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you into a room where truth sits face to face with us. Because sometimes, it's not enough to talk about wealth and success in theories, we need to see it lived out. We need real-life proof. Let's begin with the Bible, because it holds timeless truths. Think of King Solomon. The Bible says there was no king on earth as wealthy as Solomon. He had riches beyond imagination, gold, silver, palaces, servants, and wisdom that drew kings and queens from all over the earth. The Queen of Sheba herself traveled from afar just to see the greatness of Solomon. But here's the lesson. Solomon himself later confessed in Ecclesiastes that riches, women, pleasure, and even wisdom without God felt meaningless. He said, "Vanity of vanities, all is vanity." What does this tell us? It tells us that riches alone will never satisfy the hunger of the human heart. You can fill your bank account, you can fill your garage, but if your soul is empty, if your purpose is absent, you will still feel hollow. Now let's look at another example, Job. Job was wealthy, not just in riches, but in influence, in family, and in faith. The Bible says he was the greatest man in all the East. Yet in one moment, he lost everything, his wealth, his children, his health. What made Job stand out wasn't just that he had riches, but that his foundation was not in what he owned, but in who owned him. His wealth wasn't his God was his wealth. That's why when everything fell apart, he still said, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." And what happened? God restored him, double for everything he lost. Do you see the difference? Riches can be lost in a day. Wealth, true wealth, has roots deeper than money. Let's cross into real life for a moment. Think about people like Steve Jobs. The man was a billionaire. He created Apple, changed the world, and left a legacy in technology. But on his deathbed, he confessed that money meant nothing compared to health, love, and time. He said he could hire people to drive his car, but he could not pay anyone to carry his sickness. What was he really saying? That riches are temporary, fragile, and cannot give you life. Now compare that with someone like Mother Teresa. She never had billions in the bank. She never owned mansions or private jets. But she had wealth the world still talks about. Her wealth was love, compassion, and service to humanity. Even presidents, kings, and rich men bowed their heads in her presence. That is wealth. That is success. And right now, I want you to think about your own life. Look around you. Maybe you know somebody who has plenty of money, but no peace. Maybe you've seen marriages crumble, friendships destroyed, children neglected, all because riches became the god they served. And maybe you've also met people who don't have much by worldly standards, but when you sit in their presence, you feel rich. You feel peace. You feel inspired. Friends, the truth is this. The richest people in the world are not always those with the most money, but those who have mastered the balance between purpose, people, and provision. Do not waste your years chasing riches that disappear like smoke. Don't live your life proving to people who don't care about you that you can buy the car, the clothes, or the lifestyle. Because when the applause ends, when the lights go off, when the money is gone, you will be left with emptiness. But if you build wealth, true wealth, by living a life of purpose, by investing in yourself, by adding value to others, by building something that will outlive you, then even when you are gone, your name will still speak. Think about Abraham. His wealth wasn't just cattle and silver, it was legacy. It was faith. It was impact. Today, nations still trace their lineage to him. Think about Solomon. God gave him wealth, but also wisdom. His success wasn't just about what he owned, it was about what he knew and how he ruled. Think about Jesus. He didn't carry gold or silver, yet he was the wealthiest man that ever lived. Why? Because his wealth was people. His wealth was the souls he saved. His wealth was a kingdom that will never end. And now I ask you, what will your wealth be? Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let your past define your future. Do not let excuses keep you small. You have everything inside of you right now to begin. Start small if you must, but start. Save when it's hard to save. Invest when it's scary to invest. Work on your mind, because your mind is your greatest asset. And above all, walk with God, because the blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. This is your moment. This is your time. Stop chasing empty riches. Start building true wealth. Don't just succeed, live fulfilled. Don't just make a living, make an impact. Don't just die, leave a legacy. So I ask you one last time, will you keep chasing what fades away, or will you rise today and pursue true wealth, true success, and a purpose-driven life? The choice is yours. But let me remind you, the world is waiting for what you carry. Now is the time to rise. Choose today, not just riches, but wealth. Not just wealth, but success. In conclusion, my friend, listen closely, wealth, riches, and success are not just words. They are destinies. They are paths. And the choice of which path you follow will determine how your life echoes, not just here on earth, but in eternity. You see, anyone can chase riches. Anyone can run after money. But if you build your life only on chasing, you will always end up empty. Because money can buy you a house, but it cannot buy you a home. It can buy you food, but it cannot buy you appetite. It can buy you a bed, but it cannot buy you sleep. It can buy you medicine, but it cannot buy you health. It can buy you pleasure, but it cannot buy you peace. That is why I came to tell you today, stop chasing shadows. Stop running after temporary things. Don't trade your soul for coins. Don't waste your destiny for applause. Don't measure your worth by the size of your bank account or the car in your garage. Measure your worth by the size of your vision, the depth of your love, and the lives you have touched. True wealth is built in layers. It is built in the quiet discipline of saving when others are wasting. It is built in the silent sacrifice of learning when others are playing. It is built in the unseen hours of prayer, fasting, and asking God for wisdom when others are only asking Him for things. True wealth is built in the secret place, and it shows in the open. Look at your life today. Ask yourself, what am I building? Am I building riches that will die with me, or wealth that will outlive me? Am I chasing success that only makes me look good, or am I walking in purpose that will make my name echo in eternity? If your life ended today, would people remember you as someone who only had money, or someone who changed lives? Would they say, he was rich, or would they say, he was wealthy, he invested in people, he built something lasting, he carried God's wisdom, he left a legacy? My friend, your life is bigger than money. Your life is greater than riches. Don't settle for the little when God has called you for the greater. Riches fade. Success can be forgotten. But wealth, true wealth, the wealth of wisdom, character, impact, and generational blessing, that wealth never dies. So, I challenge you, live differently. Walk differently. Build differently. Don't just chase money, let money chase you as you chase purpose. Don't just chase success, let success follow you as you chase significance. Don't just chase riches, build wealth that will stand when time fades away. This is your moment. This is your call. Don't wait for another season. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait for permission. Start now. Start today. Make the decision to break free from chasing empty riches and commit yourself to building lasting wealth. Lift your head. Straighten your shoulders. Breathe deeply. Tell yourself, I was not born to be average. I was not created to be ordinary. I was designed for impact. I was designed for significance. I was designed for true wealth. Walk out of here today with a fire in your soul. With a hunger not just to make money, but to make meaning. Not just to build an empire, but to build a legacy. And when the world looks at you, let them not just see a man or woman who had money, but let them see a light that burned bright, a life that lifted others, and a heart that never stopped chasing God's purpose. That, my friend, is true wealth. That, my friend, is true success. That, my friend, is why you are here. Now, go and build it. If this message spoke to you, don't just watch, act on it. Ask yourself today, am I really on the path God designed for me? If you were blessed, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Purpose Path TV, and share it with someone who might be silently struggling. Your one share could save a destiny. Until next time, walk in purpose, walk in faith, and walk in clarity. Don't chase money. Chase the freedom that comes with it. Thank you for listening to this speech. Your voice is the next we will include in this channel. Drop your questions in the comment and what kind of speech you want us to make next.